In honor of the 2014 Scripps National Spelling Bee Final, we decided we needed to find out who the better speller was, Jeff or Julian. We've picked 5 words for them to spell. Jeff is up first, so let the first edition Spelling Bee competition commence. All right, Jeff, your first word is cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe, okay. Elise, could you use the word cantaloupe in a sentence, please?
I like cantaloupe and watermelon. Welcome back to do weather this morning with me, our Cookie Monster and Elmo. So I'm gonna have you guys point at some temperatures for me this morning. Right now it's kind of cold out there, right guys? Yeah, but you're pretty warm with that fur, right? So I'm gonna have you point to some temperatures, and orange and yellow temperatures. Those will eventually be making their way into our region, but not for today. We are gonna be staying a little bit more on the colder side. So here's a look at the Futurecast. Again, you guys, we've got that high pressure. You want to point to that high pressure? It's the blue H. That is keeping us on the clear side for today. We're going to be seeing plenty of sunshine, but some colder temperatures for this morning. But as we put this in motion, as you can see, that high pressure, it's getting a little closer to Cookie Monster. That will high pressure is good. Don't worry. We've got that high pressure moving in. It will keep us on the sun. So thanks for helping with weather guys this morning.
Cookie Monster, what do you guys think about that forecast?
All right, average,
good.
Good.
Sunny days,
Yeah,
all right.
I'm not gonna lie, I think they nailed it. They
they did a great job.
Really
once
well.
they get down there.
We're so proud of you.
Yeah,
Thanks
good
so
job,
much
guys.
for coming on the show today. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Overall, we just need to get through some rain showers this weekend and some cooler temperatures, but by next week, the sunshine will return and so will those warmer temperatures. All right, now with me this morning is Dan Runte, and you have been driving in these events for about 25 years, and I heard that you are the driver of the original monster truck, Bigfoot. Can you tell me, you've been driving for a while, what keeps you involved in these events? What keeps you driving and passionate about these events?
Actually, a lot of it's just the excitement of it. I mean, a monster truck never does the same thing twice. I've been with the company for 25 years. Bigfoot's 40th anniversary is next year. So they've been around a while, but most of it's just the excitement, the adrenaline rush, and we have a lot of good fans that come out to these events that have been following us for that long.
All right, now I heard that you retook a Guinness World Record back in 2012. Are you looking to set any new records this weekend or do anything to celebrate 25 years of driving?
No, we're just actually gonna go drive. It's gonna be different this weekend because, like you said in the forecast, a lot of rain, so it's gonna be muddy, it's gonna be slippery. Monster truck never does the same thing twice, We got a guy here that's gonna try to do a backflip, and they've actually got 8 of the best monster trucks here in Lima this weekend, so it'll be a good show.
All right, now what type of events are you going to be participating in? I saw there's like some freestyle events, and what all I guess are you participating in?
We actually do side-by-side racing, or here it's actually an obstacle course type racing, but then we do freestyle at the end of each event too, so we get out there quite a bit.
All right, and I guess you've been doing this for quite a while, and I know there's probably been some changes to racing. How do you feel about those changes? Kind of good, bad, or?
In our sport, it's very good because of what we're doing now. I mean, the obstacles, the cars, the buses have got a lot bigger. We had to change. When we started out, or when the company started out, it was a regular truck. Now it's a race vehicle.
Right, and I know you've been doing this for a while. I guess if you could pick one favorite moment or memorable part of being a part of these events, what would it be?
There's a lot of them, because the jamborees are really when you can come out with the truck and run the truck to its fullest capability, because it's so wide open and you can hit stuff a lot harder. I mean, the fans, like I said, is probably one of the biggest things that keeps us going.
All right. Well, we'll send it back into the studio to you and Jeff, Julian.
You know what?
Thank you, Elise.
She actually drove a monster truck to work today.
Oh my gosh.
With me this morning is Dave Radzares, and he is the driver of the Smokin' Diesel monster truck. Now, I don't know too much about monster trucks, but I know that this one's a diesel truck. Is that, I guess, common for most monster trucks, or?
No, it's very unorthodox for most monster trucks. It's definitely different and definitely outside the boundaries of monster trucks.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about the diesel engine in your truck, and I guess does it give you an advantage with competition?
No, it has its difficulties. In some areas it does great, in other areas it definitely adds to the challenge of running a monster truck, but it's a little over 1,500 horsepower. It's a twin turbo Cummins diesel. And it has its days, it has its moments, but overall it's a very strong competitor.
Okay, now how long have you been driving this diesel truck? For about 2 years, I think?
Yeah, this truck is 2 years old. It's actually pretty much new for this year. I ran this series last year and we went through the truck, so it's almost a new truck for this year. but yeah, about 2 years.
Okay, and I'm sure you've done many stunts, but I know there's a new stunt you're going to be trying this weekend
Yes.
on Sunday. In fact, it's a backflip.
Yes.
Can you tell me, I guess, what are you going to be backflipping over, and I guess how do you go about doing a backflip in a diesel truck?
You know, almost a ramp alone is worth coming out to see. It's about a 15-foot wall of cars that I'm going to hit and basically try to drive up the wall and complete a backflip and land back on the tires again.
Okay, now I guess it might be a silly question, but how does one prepare to do a backflip in a monster truck?
Well, because of the expense of what can happen to the truck, the damage that can happen to the truck in attempting this backflip, there is Sunday you will see my practice run. I have not practiced. This is not something that's rehearsed or gone over. All we can do is you know, the Jamborees put a lot of time in the research on how the angles and the different calculations at a ramp, and you're going to watch my practice run. I mean, it's going to be a practice and an attempt all in one shot.
All right, now have you seen other truck drivers attempt this flip
There's
before?
been very few that have done it, but there is a few that have made it, and a lot more that have not made it. But there has been a few that have done it before. So yes, I've watched some video and some different things, but it's a pretty rarity in monster truck to take a 10,000-pound truck, do a complete flip in the air, and land it on the tires.
All right, now speaking of the truck again, I'm looking behind me, and those tires are absolutely huge. How big are they? Like, how much do they weigh? I guess
A tire like that, before we cut them or carve on them, they're about 875 pounds a tire. I can cut 275 pounds of rubber off and throw it away to lighten the truck up. So it's almost 900 pounds when we start.
Okay, and one last quick question. I know you've been doing these for a while. What's your favorite part or most memorable part of these races?
For me, by far, the freestyle. I'm known as a freestyler. I love the racing, I like it, and I have a lot of fun, but my thing is to freestyle. At the end of the day, I just want to go cut loose and let it happen.
All right, well, we're definitely looking forward to seeing that backflip on Sunday. You don't want to miss it, folks, but for now, we'll send it back to the studio to Julian and Jeff.